Hey you guys, it's your girl Brown Barbie and I'm back at it again with another video. Oh, ow. Another hair video. I'm about to do the get to know me tag and I'm gonna curl my hair for you guys just because kind of like a get ready with me type of thing, but I don't think I'm going anywhere. I'm about to cool it at my crib for a minute, but then I'm going somewhere tonight, so I guess it's like a get ready with me right now type of thing. But let me start. So we said, what is your full name? That's the first question. Oh, and by the way, this is Yo Lisa hair. I'll put it in the description box, but this shit's hot. I'll put it in the description box below. Look at this struggle. Oh my God. Get it together, damn me. Okay, here we go. There we go. There we go. Now, curling your hair with a flat iron really be a whole like task, like a whole freaking job. I'm gonna burn my bundles. Okay, what was I saying? I don't know. But anywho, get to know me tag. Her full name. My full name is Camille Sheree Marie Brown. My Marie is like a family name, but so I guess my full name is Camille Sheree Brown. But yeah, I'm looking at my laptop because of course I'm filming with my phone. But what does your name mean? Girl, I don't know. What? Do people actually, it's not like it's not African, it ain't nothing special to it, it's just a name. My mom named me after Bill Cosby's wife, yikes. So, that's really all I know about my name. I don't know anything. Oh, that's pretty. And last time I curled my hair for homecoming and I like did pin curls to like keep them nice, but I'm like, I don't feel like doing that today, so we're just gonna do some regular ass curls. But okay, what's the next? Are you named after anyone? Well, I just answered that. What's the next? Does your name make it? Why are these questions are stupid? Let me look again. If you had to change your first name, what would you change it to? Okay, I like this question. I feel like I want a name that fits my personality more. I feel like Camille is like an old lady name. I feel like I'm more like a Tiffany or like an Ashley. Like, I don't know. Like, I need a bitchy cheerleader name, I feel like. I feel like Camille is like somebody's grandmother or like just this nice, the nice quiet girl in class, and that's really not me. So, yeah. Where are you from? I'm a Meezy. I'm from Maryland. I didn't live. This is actually like a very sensitive topic to some people because some people won't consider me from Maryland because I didn't go to high school all like 4 years there, and I'm like, this is not gonna work. This piece is not gonna be cute. Like, I don't understand why it's like hit or miss. Maybe it's me. It's probably me. I'm probably messing up, which is why it's not working out like how it should. But yeah, a lot of people feel some type of way that I say I'm from Maryland because I didn't graduate from high school there, and I'm just like, well, my address is there. I've lived there half my entire, like, I've lived in both Maryland and Virginia for like half my life, so it's like I say I'm from Maryland because that's where the hell my house is. Like, okay. Next question. Where were you born? I was born in DC. I was born in the they moved it actually. I think it's George Washington, George something, or Georgetown, something like that. But I was born in one of them hospitals. Where did I grow up? I grew up all throughout the DMV, really. I lived in Maryland for like the first half of my life. Then we moved to Texas for a bit. This piece is really not trying to cooperate with me. Like, I don't understand. I've lived in Maryland. I've lived in Virginia. Like, there's really no place that I was like, I would say I was raised in Maryland. But then we moved to Texas for a bit. And then middle school, we moved to like another part of Maryland, like Moco. And then I did my first year of high school, and then we moved to Virginia. So I guess for the most part, I was raised in Maryland. Let's just go with that. Wow, this is really not, this curl is really not it. I don't understand what's going on. We'll move on from that. What are your best characteristics? I would say my best characteristics are my personality. I feel like I'm really fun, I'm really supportive, I'm really caring. I'm not that outgoing. It depends on who I'm around. Like, I'm outgoing around certain people, but it's like some people will be giving me weird vibes and making me uncomfortable, because I don't be talking a lot. Like, a lot of people think I'm really like mad quiet, and I'm really not that at all. It's just if I'm in an uncomfortable situation and I don't feel comfortable around people, I won't speak. Like, I'm the type I don't understand. Like, if I'm not if I'm uncomfortable and nobody speaks to me and like addresses me, I will sit there and like be completely dead silent. That's just how I've always been. Like, I'm just an introvert like that. And I know people overuse that word, but I'm like really introvert. Like, what are my favorite things about myself? I don't even rock with you like that. My favorite things about myself, I would say definitely like my personality. Once again, like, I'm just great. But I look decent. I'm pretty cute-ish sometimes when I want to be. I can cook. I'm very supportive. Like, there's not a lot of people like me. Like, I feel like there's not a lot of people with my personality. There's not a lot of people who are as caring as I am, or there's not a lot of people who are as ambitious as I am. Like, when I want something, I really go and get it. Like, if I'm not doing, like, if I say I want to do something and I'm not actually doing it, then I don't really care, because anything that I really want in life, I really go after and I really pursue. Like, no BS. That's it. Which of your parents are you closest to? My mom, because that's who I grew up with. I didn't really grow up with the other one. So yeah. This is just a mess. Like, this is not coming out how I wanted it to. Like, do you ever envision something in your head and then it's like when it comes time to execute it, it's like not working out? Like, that's how this is turning out right now. But which of your parents are you more like? I don't really know how my dad is. But me and my mom, everybody says me and my mom act alike. I feel like that's why me and my mom like butt heads sometimes, because we are so alike. I feel like that's one of the main reasons. But sorry, I blinked. Yeah, me and my mom act the same way. Are your grandparents still married? I don't know, because half of them are dead. So yeah, I don't know. Okay. Honestly, fuck it. Like, there's really nothing I can do at this point. There's really nothing I can do at this point. Like, it just doesn't want to like, if something doesn't want to cooperate with you, you can't force it, you know? Like, just like with a nigga. If my hair isn't cooperating with me, I can't force it. I just can't. Okay, next question. Who's your favorite musician? Beyonce. Beyonce is my literal everything. Beyonce could really run me over with her car and I would be like, thank you. I love you. I love you, queen. Like, I feel like if I ever met her, she would freak out, because I would probably start like speaking in tongues. Like, that's really my, like, you know, some people really love like Michael Jackson, and like people were fainting at his concerts and just doing the most. Like, that is how I feel about Beyonce. Like, she's the queen. Like, she's the only queen other than Latifah. Favorite snack? I love Gushers. I love like any of those little candies. Like Gushers, fruit roll-ups, anything like that, I love. Like, I can eat a whole ass bag. Those, and then, wow, there's a lot of smoke. There's a lot of smoke. But, those, and I really like the jalapeno Cheetos. Those are really good. My favorite song? I'm a big Future fan. Like, honestly, to the point where people are like, do you even listen to anything else? And I don't. Like, I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't listen to, I try to listen to new music, but well, right now I really like Summer Walker, so I'm gonna do a Summer Walker song instead of a Future song, so, because I know people are gonna be like, I thought you listened to it. Okay, so I would say Summer Walker, On There. It's a song off her new album. You should check it out. So it's called On There. I like that one. I like Smart Water. Those are my two favorite songs right now. And My Ty just dropped with Ty Dolla Sign and with Ty Dolla Sign, what's the other one? Jeremiah. I don't know how I feel about him just because of that whole Tiana Taylor situation. Just because that's my sis. Like, in my head, that's really my older sister. So it's like, if she got beef with him, I got beef with him. Like, we don't like him, okay. But, no, they did. I love Ty Dolla Sign, though, so I was like, I gotta support. So, they have this song. It's called Take My Time. And it's dope. Favorite time of the day? Nighttime, because that's when I get to go to sleep. It's definitely not morning, because it's like, what? Like, who likes waking up in the morning? Nobody. And then it's not, during the middle of the day, I be mad busy. So it's like, it's not going to be that either. So definitely like nighttime, like when I get to come back to my room and just like relax. Like being able to like relax and like just kick it. That's my favorite time of the day. Let me see. Are you a good cook? It depends. I feel like majority of the time, yes. Especially if I'm cooking something I've already cooked before, then it's a wrap. But then it's like, if I try it's iffy when I try new things. Especially if I'm like freehanding it. Sorry, my leg was getting tired standing up. But especially if I'm freehanding it, it don't always go well. Like, I'm not even about to say, oh, I can cook, I'm a chef. No, I'm not. Like, it's hit or miss. It's really hit or miss. But most of the time it's a hit. Majority of the time it's a hit. I've had my days though. Like the first time I tried to make homemade macaroni and cheese, that I don't know what happened. Like I cannot tell. To this day, like I cannot tell you the creation that happened inside of the pot, but it wasn't mac and cheese. And all I know is it got thrown the hell out. And it was Thanksgiving too. That shit was wild. Like I had just come back from. It was either Thanksgiving or Christmas. Like my parents weren't in town, or my mom wasn't in town, so she was like, "Oh, I need you to cook." Like, and I was like, "Oh, I got it. I can do it." I should have let her handle it. I think she ended up buying something. Like I think we ended up just buying sides from KFC. KFC got some pop. The chicken don't hit, but however the mashed potatoes smack. The mashed potatoes are bomb. The mac and cheese from there is delicious too. And I don't even like I don't like mac and cheese. Like I'm just one of those people. It's just never, and people are really, people who love mac and cheese really be obsessed with it. And I'm just not one of those people. Like it's just not for me. I like stovetop. I know black people are about to drag me. What is good about how you are living your life right now? There's a lot good actually, because I went through a lot this summer, like emotionally, and it's really been like a learning experience. Like all of this, everything that I've gone through is really a learning experience, because the way that I was working, like my confidence that I had and the stuff that I was allowing people to do to me was not all right. Like, and I'm different now. Like before I used to tolerate so much, like just to make people happy and just to keep certain people in my life, and you can't do that because they're not going to do that for you. Not these dudes, none of these dudes, none of these girls, these fake friends, none of them are gonna, just because you're sitting here like making passes and giving them passes on certain things that you don't like about them, don't mean that they're doing the same thing you. So it's like I really had to learn to like put my foot down about stuff. And like now I don't stand for certain stuff. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you really have to know your worth in this generation, because people really will test you. And not even just in relationships, but friend-wise as well. Like girls will really try to take advantage of you and make you seem like the bad guy or a bad person. And you have to put your foot down and be like, no, like that's you. You really need to speak up and not let, like I used to let people like, not even walk all over me, but like tell me about myself and I wouldn't say nothing back. Or it's like I was saying the wrong stuff back and like giving them like, I was getting upset instead of like just checking them and being like, so this is what it is, this is what you did, this is what's not about to happen, and if it do happen, I'm gone. Like I feel like I have boundaries for myself now that I didn't have before. So it's like I doubled my price basically. Like I'm not even the same. I wouldn't even the girl from this summer is gone. Like the girl who was super sad, crying over everything. Like I go through the same stuff that I go through before, and it's like I don't even flinch or react, because it's like I'm different now. Like you really, confidence is everything. Confidence is really everything, and it's like you should never let somebody tell you who you are, what you do. This ain't it. Am I curling away? This is away. But yeah, don't ever let nobody tell you about you. So I really had to figure myself out in order to like clap back. Like if you don't know yourself, you may sit there and like let these people tell you about yourself, because that's what I was doing. Like people were trying to tell me about me, but I didn't know myself, so I was sitting there like, maybe you're right, like blah, 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 blah. But now I'm like, you can't tell me about me. What's the weirdest? What aspect of your life needs a tremendous improvement? Money. I really need to learn how to save money, because it's like I'm getting so much older. Like that, we're really at the age right now where we're adults. Like, I mean, I pay bills. Of course I pay bills. Like I live on campus obviously, so I don't have like rent or anything like that, but it's like I pay my car note, I pay my insurance, and that's already enough. So it's like I'm seeing now like how life is, and you really got to be prepared for that. Like I can't be broke. Like I need to be financially stable, which means I need to have a financially stable savings. Like you can't, stuff happens all the time where you don't know how much money you're gonna need. Like my car could break down and I could need $3,000, but guess what, my car break down right now, guess where it's staying the fuck broke down, because I don't have no savings in order to get that stuff fixed. But when I fix that, when it gets fixed, then oh my god, I'm almost done, thank god. But then when I fix the situation, it'll be very different. So I really just want to learn how to save and be like more money. That's not it. That wasn't it. Let me just separate that. But yeah, I just want to learn how to manage money more. Really, that's my main goal as of right now. That's the thing. Of all that and my procrastination. Oh my god, I am the worst procrastinator in the world. Like I will literally sit here and be like, oh my god, I'm gonna start my homework at 8 o'clock. And then if it gets to 8:01, I'm gonna be like, you know what? It's past the time. I'm gonna do it at 8:30. And if it passes the time again, I'm like, you know what? I'm doing it tomorrow. And that is so terrible. Don't be like me. Please don't be like me. Who is the best teacher you've had? Peter Adams, my news writing and reporting teacher. I would say him. And then Trish. There was this lady called Miss McAvoy. She was my French teacher. I gave this lady hell the first year. She failed me. It's so crazy. Because, like, she failed me that year. But then, like, we became so close the next year. Like, I hated her the first year that I had her. But then when I had her a second time around, and she was just like, you weren't gonna progress if I sat here and I passed you like that. Because you didn't know. She was basically like, you don't know nothing. Like, you're not good at this yet, therefore I'm not going to pass you, just like how everybody else is doing. Like you're not gonna pass the next level, so let me fail you now and like show you what you're supposed. Okay, like basically like reteach you this, pay attention this time, I'm gonna give you the materials you need, and then I'm gonna send you into the world. So I appreciated her for that, because it was like not a lot of teachers will do that. Like a lot of teachers would just pass people just to pass them, but then like they don't know nothing. Like sports players always got the short end of the okay. I was like, what's going on? But like when people pass sports players or stuff like that, it's like, and they don't know the subject, and then be confused like when they get in life and they don't know nothing, like because you shouldn't have passed them. Like that's the thing, like people be passing people and they don't even be knowing like the subject. Like that's why I don't mind, like failure is never, let me lightly brush this side out because I brushed this side too hard. But I will never see failure as failure is just a second chance to do better to me. I always try to make a positive out of a negative, just because there's no sense in just being like negative, like, and just super like negative and sad. You can't live like that. Let me enter. I'm gonna fix a couple more pieces, and then I'm trying to think. Do I even like? Yeah, I like it. I fuck with it. I'm gonna fix a few pieces though. Like that's boring. I don't know that next question. Who was the first person you call when something exciting happens? I'm calling my best friends. I'm calling Mickey and I'm calling China. Just telling them, like, what's it called? China probably won't answer because she's never on her damn phone. Mickey's always at work. But yeah, those would be the first two that I call if something happens, because those are my girls. Like, oh, this is, that did something. That did something. I feel luscious. I feel goddess. Like, these curls are everything right now. I was really not feeling it at first. I was like, I don't like this. Like, something about this is not sitting well with me. No, I like it though. Okay. Well, that's really it to this video. I just wanted to answer a couple questions. I want to comb my hair for you guys. This Yolisa hair. This is, I always get Malaysian or Peruvian, so I'm gonna put the link in the description box in case anybody wants this hair. But yeah, thank you for watching me curl my hair. Thank you for listening to me blab on and on about God knows what. Like, comment, and subscribe. You know the deal. You know the usual. Subscribe to your girl Brown Barbie, and I'll see you in the next one.